Hi, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. So, we continue with our parenting series. And last time we talked about unconditional love for our children. And so, we are asking ourselves, how then can we show unconditional love to our children? I submit to us that one way of showing unconditional love is by praying for them. Pray for your child. And you don't wait until they're making mistakes. Pray for your child before they are conceived. When you start contemplating conception or conceiving, for that matter, start praying for your child. When you finally conceive, go along with biology. Read biology. See what is happening in month 1, in month 2, in 1 year. As you get your baby and your baby grows to 1 year, grow along with your child as you pray for them every day. Pray for your child unconditionally. Unconditionally means even when you get that child that may not be as good, even when you get that child that maybe the father has disappeared or the mother has disappeared, you still pray for your child. That is showing unconditional love. Loving your child without expecting anything back. Love them even when they disobey. Love them even when they talk back at you. Love them even when they are not as gracious, they are not as generous. You find some children are very generous to their parents, others are not generous at all. Pray for both. Pray for that who is generous and this other one who is not generous. We are saying loving them without expecting anything back is showing unconditional love. What about when you are correcting them? Correct your children with love. Do not correct them like they are murderers, because sometimes they may make crazy mistakes, but you can still correct them uh, by showing them love. Forgive your children. Let's model forgiveness to our children. Sometimes when we tell our children that God has forgiven them, they just wonder, can really God forgive me? And sometimes it's because the parents never forgive their children. You will find a parent is spanking the child who is screaming and saying, Mommy, forgive me, and you're just spanking, you're not listening. I would propose. I know sometimes we can really be irritated by our children, but I would propose, even when you are spanking, it is good to spank after you've had a conversation with your child, so that even if your child is asking for forgiveness, you forgive them, but you tell them, since I have corrected you once, twice, 3 times, so I will still spank you. I'm trying to say, let's model forgiveness. Is a way of showing unconditional love. What about staying connected with our children? Stay connected with your children. When was the last time you had a chat, an easy chat with your child? When your child is in trouble, do they find it easy to share with you? Or do they have to look for their auntie? Do they have to look for their uncle, their teacher to tell them? And yet, you are always there with them. Connect with your child. Spend time with your child. The only time that you talk to your child should not be when you are spanking them. Have a good moment with your child so that even when they make mistakes and you're correcting them, they are able to tell that Mommy, Daddy actually love me, only that this time round I've not done the right thing. Empathize with your child. Put yourself in the boots of your child. Identify with their mistakes. Identify with their challenges. Guide them over and over again. That's a way of showing unconditional love. What about being considerate? Be considerate to your child. Do not just force your way. What about spending some time and just listening to them? Even when you feel they're not making sense, listen to them. That's a way of showing unconditional love. Accepting apology will go a long way in making your child feel that they are loved unconditionally. Tolos, have a lovely weekend. Bye bye.